Destruction is the best. Yeet. 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 It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus.
Abjuranax has redeemed first.
Oh, this is looking good. Yeet. 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 Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Destruction. Destruction is the best. Yeet. I can hold this mouse better than anyone could hold this mouse. Mainly because I wouldn't allow them into my house to hold this mouse. But nonetheless, destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeah. I make great background music. Wait, I'm music? Yeah. I'm music. We'll go with that. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. How are you doing today, my dudes? GG Abjuranax redeeming first, and welcome in everybody across all the platforms. How are you doing today, my dudes? It's Friday. I am so glad it's the weekend. I don't know about you, but I hate working. All right. Now we get to play a game for the next 4 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours is a short stream. My bad. Today is going to be still part of the sidetrack that I took when we updated to 26.2. That was Tuesday was the 26.2 update day, and I managed to complete the entire update in one stream, which honestly was a little disappointing. And then Thursday, yesterday, we kept on the sidetrack and did Greison's map art, and I was stoked to get that done in one stream. And additionally, now we have we're going to do a third sidetrack day of just maintenance stuff. We might finish this stuff in no time and then get back to the hole before I end stream today, but that's not going to happen if I keep blabbering on. So let's get into the hardcore world and see all those pixels. Yeah, bam. You dislike working? I'm envious of you that you only get to dislike it, man. Hate might have been an understatement for me.
Sano is here.
It might have been. All right, my dudes. Let's we can do a tool repair. We don't need to do that right now, but we do need to top off this stuff. In chat, you notice I'm standing right now, which is not abnormal for me. But I think I told you guys earlier in the week. You guys can definitely see there. I got like these big like industrial like foam standing mats, and I got one that I'm standing on right now. And dude, I can stand on these for like an hour during my workday, rather than just like a few minutes or like 10 minutes, and then my knees are hurting. Now I can stand like for extended periods of time, which is really going to help my back. So yeah, these are good. I waited over 3 weeks for Amazon to deliver them when Amazon said it had 2-week Prime delivery or 2-day Prime delivery. And it took well over 3 weeks for them to arrive. Biggest disappointment of my life. Not really. That's what my biggest disappointment is what I see in the mirror. Got him. All right, let's get to the spawn chunks, and we'll go over the 2 things that I want to start my maintenance with today. I don't know if I have everything I need to fix these things, but we will do what I can and can what I do, and then we'll come back and get what I don't. All right? They are really good, NG. They are. Oh, wait. No, that's not the spawn chunks. This is the spawn chunks. I think it was like, they weren't cheap. It was like 90 bucks for the pair of them. Or like 60 bucks for one, so I obviously sprung for the 2-pack. My biggest problem with them is the fact that I have to like bend down and like move it out of my way when I want to switch back to my chair. Because I obviously don't want to ruin these mats by rolling over them with my chair. Plus, they're literally like this thick. So I'd be like, you know, like leaning. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we have 2 things we need to fix. That is one of them. Oh my God. Let me show you, besides the balls flying in the air, the main issue is actually that. Oh my God. Did you see how many that is? Oh. My main issue is actually that. The problem is not that this hopper is not being loaded or something, chat. The problem is actually much simpler than that. The problem... Let me hold on. I want to collect all these things so we don't let them despawn. The problem is that we are not chunk loading a set of the chunks that they're flowing into in the water. So then they get unloaded and don't get loaded until we come here. And then when we come here, there is weeks and weeks and weeks of these things on the ground, or that then get loaded and flow here. So we'll explain this. I'll explain this once we get more into it. I'm just trying to get all these before the 5-minute timer runs out. But look how many shulker boxes of this stuff was just floating here. All right, and now it's been all picked up and the rest will... Oh my God. Yeah. Yes, this is my shulker farm. I mean, I would hope this is a shulker farm if there's this many shulker shells just laying on the ground here. I mean, in its current state, the only way this is technically lossy is if we come here and don't pick them up. That was 9 shulker boxes of shulker shells that were not accounted for. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And we were only here, and maybe it had been a month of playtime since we last came here, but that is technically only half of the farm's output, because that side of the farm doesn't have the problem, I don't think. I think it's just this side of the farm. So let me show you. Let me go into free cam to show you what we're working on here. So we have chunk loaders here loading these 6 chunks. And you can see here, this is a chunk border. The items flow to this chunk border and then get pushed into this water stream, which is in a different chunk that isn't chunk loaded. So the problem is all the items that fall onto the right half of, or the front half of this farm, get pushed into this water stream and then no longer move until we come here, and they all get loaded and then get shoved there at the same time. So we need to simply chunk load 1, 2, 3 more chunks. Oh, hey Husks, how you doing?
Massive.
That's all we have to do to fix the shulker farm, which is very easy. We have the exact same redstone to tie into, and yeah, it'll be good. Now I do want to check. Okay, yeah, the back is not a problem. The back is fully chunk loaded, even in this water stream. So that's good. It's great. Okay. Whoa, hey bud, how you doing? Where'd you come from? Where did you go? All right. Am I going to bring all these boxes of shulker shells home with me? Maybe I should. Actually, how much is in here? Yeah, so chat, this, while I picked up 9 stacks just now, this also probably had, or 9 shulkers, this also probably increased by 9 shulkers, whereas it should have increased by like 18 shulkers instead. I'm actually not going to bring them home. I'll bring home the partial. If there's one that's like only partially filled, I'll bring that one home. Okay, I'll bring this one home. That'll be my junk box that I bring home. These ones will all stay here. I have no reason to bring them home. I have no reason to burden the storage room with 9 extra shulker boxes right now. Or 9 stacks of, nine extra shulker boxes. Actually. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing the system that the spawn chunks of the SMP have. Wait, where is my input for... Wait, chat, did this finally fill up? Because, okay, we have to fix these over here. These are broken. That's one of the other things we have to fix. But where's my input for shulkers? I don't know. Is it upstairs? I don't remember my own farm, apparently. Ah? No? Oh, wait, this isn't shulker loaded at all. Right. There's no shulker auto crafter here for overflow. Got it. That makes sense. That farm will eventually turn off one day. It's designed to. This one, on the other hand. Oh, we're missing some item frames here. All right. This one needs more chests, if I'm being honest, but look at that. It's only ever filled up 5 shulker boxes of blocks of iron, on top of filling all this up, of course. God. Woo. There's some iron in here, chat. There's some iron. This farm, working perfectly. Actually, it's never even made a full shulker box of bone blocks either. Interesting. Interesting. But we got red. Honestly, I should bring some red dye home and some pink dye home so I never have to craft it again, but whatever. That's not what we're here for. Let's start with the chunk loaders because those are very easy. And let me go see what materials I'm going to need, actually. Okay, I'm going to need, obviously, red concrete. And bamboo trapdoors. And what are those, ender pearls? But the rest of this is just in my redstone box, and I can make do with just this. That's perfectly acceptable. That's all I need to finish this one. For this one over here, what do I need to go get? Yeah, that is my shulker farm. Wait. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, so if it's in this chunk. Okay, yeah. It's all within the redstone chunks of it. Got it. Okay. It is this section here that's broken. So if I'm fixing redstone here, I'm gonna have to probably completely redesign this section because I don't remember how it's broken, but it is definitely broken. If I rebuild it, should I rebuild it out of red concrete? I think I should. Let me blow my nose real quick, chat.
Colonel is going on a break. If you are new here, consider dropping a follow or subscribing, he will return shortly. There is a mini game playing in the purple chat. If you want to join, you can find a link to all his socials in the bio/description, etc. Otherwise, get up and stretch, get a drink, and leave a like on the stream.
Yes, so Grayson, to your point, a chunk with an ender pearl stasis chamber, only this chunk is fully loaded, like mobs and plants and stuff like that. But in the chunks around it, in an 8 chunk circle, 9 chunk grid, those around it are loaded for redstone. They're in lazy chunk state, like you say, and redstone does fully function in them. And we know that for sure because after we broke this, this one filled up and made all of the boats with chests. Like, that was not full. Once I disabled these, that filled up, and it is like right on the edge. So it is absolutely that is working, and it's not affected. Yeah, the shulker farm is not mob related. It's just items that are flowing on the ground. That's what's going on there. The shulker farm only needs extra chunks loaded because, oh, wrong button. What's happening is all the mobs are inside of these chunks here. Let me get into the next chunk before I go here. All of the mobs are inside of these loaded chunks here. The problem is just the items are being pushed into this water stream here that is technically outside of the chunk. And that's our problem, is that this water stream is outside of the chunk. So we have to load 3 more chunks solely to get this water stream, and then that'll be fixed completely. No problems. All right. I'm also going to grab, what is this? Cut sandstone. So I can make it out of the same block, I guess. No, I'll do red concrete. Yeah, okay. I know what I need. And then I need my redstone box. Does anybody remember where my, like, big conglomerate of redstone materials are? Hold on. I usually have like a bajillion shulker boxes that I move like in tandem. Did I leave them at the Froglight farm? That might have been the last farm I did. I don't remember. I know at one point in time I left them there for an extended period of time, but I vaguely remember picking them up. Did I unload them? There's no way I did that. No, I remembered leaving them here. There's no way I unloaded them. Cause like... Wait, are they sitting on top of my barrel? Are they sitting on top of my barrel right now? I genuinely do not know. I'm not certain where I left them. It's been so long. It's been at least 6 months. It's been at least 6 months since I've touched them, and I don't know. I remember I left them on top of my barrel at one point in time. Nope. I know for a fact they're not where I'm about to check, but they were at one point in time, so maybe I moved them back when we... Oh, where am I looking? Ah, here. There should be... I'm looking at the wrong build. I'm looking at the wrong build. I was... I left them underground here at one point. Yeah, I left them all right here at one point, but they're gone when we designed this. Crap. I genuinely don't remember where I left my bulk redstone items, chat. Oh, was it the cactus farm? Piston door. I was just in there like yesterday, and I do not remember seeing...
Massive.
No, I remember leaving them here at one point in time. Piston door? Yo,
Hype train
Gia!
started.
All right, I'm gonna check over here, and if it's not here, then I genuinely do not know where I would have put them.
Reach, dude.
Somewhere in my world is a bunch of boxes filled with very valuable redstone materials. Yeah, I remember I put all the redstone materials sitting right there when I built the door, but maybe I left them underground? No? Did I also make a change to this door at the same time for some reason? Did I move them over here? Oh, check if Vulcan's running. Not still OpenGL. Yeah, one of my mods must be forcing OpenGL. I got teleported to Australia and I didn't even realize it. You think they're in the basement storage of the Nether Tree Farm? That's where you saw them last. That would have been a long time ago. We're wasting so much time looking for these, but like... I'll check. Oh! Wow! This was the most recent long time ago? All right. I'm gonna reset this. All right. Now I'm gonna sit down. I got a solid half hour of standing. Including the time before stream. If you guys don't know why I just bent down under my desk, it's because I have a new, big, thick standing pad like this one that I was standing on, and I had to move it out of my way to be able to scooch my chair in, and I did not push it in far enough. I have to push it all the way to the wall so I can scooch in. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is enough of, I mean, yeah, this is definitely enough. I want to top off the red concrete box, but I feel like I have absolutely no red concrete left. So let's just take everything to spawn chunks. If I run out, I run out, and then I'll top it off then. Okay. I can't believe this was the soonest long time ago. I got teleported to Australia by Gia. Thank you, Gia. Also, Dizzy with the Prime sub. I feel like I didn't hear that alert. Or if I did hear that alert, Grayson was distracting me. So you can blame Grayson if I didn't say thank you yet. Yeah, I know it did blow itself up a while ago. But like that was a while ago. I got teleported to Australia. It happens sometimes. To the spawn chunks. I come from the land down under. I was listening to that song the other day. No, I wasn't. I was listening to another song about Australia the other day. Never mind. I'm gonna start with this one. This one's easy. Easy and peasy, dude. Though I do have to admit that it is going to make my spawn chunks uglier. But I said in the past that this will be I will correct the ugliness of this chunk loaders here when I get to the spawn chunk beautification project. All right. So what I need to do, and do I need to what, is take this line from here and bring it forward into the 3 chunks over here. And these are going to go directly in front of the farm. You know what? I could honestly keep it in the underground. I could keep the redstone at the same level. And that will take it underground. So now we're officially in this chunk. Or under wall, maybe? No, that's going to be problematic. But that's not even underground. I have to do 3 chunks, including this one. And, boy. Yeah, it's just going to get a bit ugly. All right. Let's hit it. It would be fine to take it down lower. You are right. But it's not worth it right now. The goal is to get it done today, and that's all that matters, frankly. Which one of these is my... this one has got a bed. Sweet. There's not stuff under the path there, no. All right, so I need bamboo trapdoors, I need ender pearls, I need red concrete, I need repeaters and doots. And honestly, I think that's it. Yeah, let's hit it. I could have grabbed a couple stacks of red concrete. That would have been good for me. Okay, it's going to be in my best interest to... okay, how did I, like, actually, like, format these into the corner? So... Alright, so I would always put these specifically in the corner, except that would be putting one right here, which I would be fine with, but then I also have to put one, like, right here. So I'm just going to do it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I need the soul sand, and I also need water buckets, I just realized. Alright, where's those at? Soul sand, water buckets. Well, actually, I'm just gonna need 3 water buckets, and then kelp is... Well, I don't have bone meal on me. Yeah, screw it. All right. Yeah, good enough. All right, then I'll put the other one right here. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, if that's 7, then soul sand goes here. All right, then the next one will go right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Soul sand. Up and out. That's only 5 water buckets. Great. I got teleported to Australia. It happens sometimes. Oh, crap buckets. You ever had crap buckets before, chat? Me neither. All right. Wait, was that an extra block too deep? It doesn't matter. All right. Was it just one bucket that got flung? It looks like it. Oh no, there's a second one. I knew there was more than one. I feel like I just answered that. Am I going crazy, chat? All right. So, with the hole there, what I do is I'm gonna say it's on this side here that the block goes. What the block say? All right. Yep, timer's up. All right. All right. Timing wise, specifically, chat, I have a four tick delay between each of these firing. So there has to be a 4 tick delay to equate that one. And then we need an additional 4 tick delay for this one. And then we need an additional 4 tick delay between those ones. And then we have to send this line out to the next chunk. All right, and it's got to be into the next chunk. Okay. There. So I could put it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Soul sand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Continue this redstone line, which I told you it's going to make the place look ugly for now, but that is what has to happen. All right, and then that one's got the extra 4 tick delay that comes after it. Lovely. Pearls. We throw a pearl down here. We throw a pearl down here. And we throw a pearl down here. And the reason this one has to cut in front, chat, rather than just come from here, is I would have to count how many repeaters there are. Let's say like 7 repeaters. I would have to put 7 repeaters of delay in this amount of time, which is just a waste when I already have those same correct number of repeaters over like in the line. So I'm just keeping it in line for right now to keep it resource light. So, oh, wrong button. Wow. I meant to do... Okay, I pressed F3 and T and F3 and G at the same time. Yeah, so there's less redstone in the chunk-loaded chunks because that's just better. All right. Cool. This is now chunk-loaded. Wonderful. And the shulker farm is now forever fixed. Let's go clean up my inventory and move the boxes underneath there and do what we can. And can what we do. Trash, 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 trash. Oh, sorry, chat. You caught one of my motivational speeches to myself. My bad. Oh, that's where the bed goes. What the heck? There it is. I thought, for some reason, I did not expect it to be one of the colored boxes. What's the one with all the ender pearls? Oh, here it is. All right. What's up? Just gonna put these in there. Take all this. And we take all these. And we head over here. And we don't need to worry about chunk borders for any of this now. Unless we have to make the redstone, like, significantly longer. So, if you're not familiar, chat, I chunk load all, or not I chunk load, I autocraft every item that you can make out of every product of every one of my farms. So this farm, right now, let's just say it's a bamboo farm. It gets 3 shulker boxes of bamboo, and then it makes 3 shulker boxes of blocks of bamboo and sticks, and those use a 1-wide tileable auto crafter that can, you know, be next to each other. Then planks and ladders are the same deal. They share the same auto crafters. And then stairs and slabs and doors and boats and crafting tables and chests also all share the same auto crafter behind them, 1-wide tileable. Then buttons are unique, and then we get mosaics and composters actually share the same auto crafters. Then mosaic stairs and slabs. Then we have the really obscure thing that requires sticks. These are actually what's broken right now. And then over here is the super special bamboo wrapped with chest. But those are all 1-wide tileable auto crafters. This section is broken right now. You can see here at one point it was working and it made bamboo fences, and then it started making bamboo trapdoors, and then it started spewing bamboo trapdoors, and I just disabled that section temporarily. And yeah, these are all the 1-wide tileable auto crafters. Let's put down my shulker boxes and get down to business and see what we can do. Okay. All right. All right. So this is the section that's broken. Let's see if we can see why it's broken. Well, first off, you can tell I disconnected it by just removing these hoppers. Oh, apparently this one's broken too? Why did I disconnect this one? That makes bamboo mosaic slabs. And that's full. These are working. I guess, oh, I didn't know which side was broken at the time. I think that's what happened. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Not today. We're still on our sidetrack that we started this week. We should be back to the whole next week, yeah. I'm gonna grab some hoppers, and I want to make sure that this is working. I mean, this should be absolutely working. Oh, well, yeah, it's not doing anything because they're full. They're done. Wonderful. Why is nothing going into them though? Oh, it's because they're powered. All right, I just want to check and see if it's working, chat. Let's... I'm just going to take out half a stack of each of these and see if they work. I could have done that from the back, I guess. Okay, they're flowing down in. Yeah, it's making slabs without a problem. And you're going to see it's going to fill up. So it must have, yeah, it refilled that already. Items are flowing through to there. What about over here? Well, over here, it's a bit harder to see. Yeah, they're flowing in. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about here. These ones are working perfect. Okay, so then these are the ones that are broken. These are the ones that are broken. Let's find out where and how they're broken. It's going to be easiest to do this in free cam. I want to look at the logic train here, see if I can remember how this works. So these are making bamboo fences. Okay, got it. So bamboo goes into that crafter, makes bamboo blocks, goes into that crafter, makes bamboo planks, goes into this dropper, goes to this hopper and gets split. The first thing it does is it goes down. The bamboo planks go down and go into that hopper. And then the bamboo planks go sideways into this crafter, get turned into sticks, and then also go down, mix through that hopper into this crafter. Then it's got both sticks and planks. The sticks and planks make the crafting recipe that we want of the fences, and then the fences come out the bottom. That should be working, but you can see here there's stairs in it. Hold on, this is the... Oh, that's the wrong one. Ah, yes. Okay. You see here, it's got pressure plates and trapdoors in it when it should be fences. So let's get all this junk out of here. Oh, this is empty. That is interesting. For that to be empty, that tells me that something's wrong. I don't know what yet, but I know we'll be able to figure it out. Ate at Dave and Buster's yesterday. Your tummy is showing its dissatisfaction with that choice today. Did you enjoy it at the time? Is a great follow-up question to that. All right. So the real question here, chat, is how broke is it? And are the other ones also broke? I cannot get to the other ones without breaking this wall in the front. I'm kind of hoping that I can just break above the item frames here. None of this is structural redstone, or none of these blocks are structural to the redstone, I should say. This still has the right pattern in it, has the right pattern in it, has the right pattern in it, has the right pattern in it. I was assuming what we would have seen is that all of these were, like, the pattern was not in there and the sticks were missing from this first slot. But that does not appear to be the case. Why did it happen to this one? Did I load it wrong, or is there a problem with the actual redstone? That's what we need to find out. And the only way to find that out is to reload it, I guess, and see what happens. So let's grab planks and sticks. Luckily for us, chat, we are in the plank and stick factory. Well, actually, yeah. This is where my, like, renewable source of sticks and renewable source of planks come from for the whole world. And luckily, they came before the break. This is also where my renewable chests come from. All right. All right, planks. I'm just gonna grab 9 stacks. Sticks, I'm also gonna grab 9 stacks. I'm not intending to bring these boxes back with me. They're gonna get shoved right back on the wall and get refilled up and be left here. So to make fences, it's the opposite of this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. Okay. Then we get sticks in the front and then planks for the rest. Then here, this would be filled with sticks. Oh, this crafter still has planks in it. That's wonderful. All right, so actually, I think I'm good on sticks. I think I'm good on sticks. The rest of the filling up process is just going to come from planks. This is about to send a signal to craft soon. Or wait, not quite. Oh, it did. It did. It refilled everything. Interesting. Well, I have my hoppers on me. Is this really... Like, was it just a problem with I didn't load that one right? Or... All I have to do here is this. And we're going to see if... Now, the full process. Now, this one's going to start... Okay, so this is where we have all the planks in here. If we take all the planks out of here... Yeah, all planks have to come out. So then it should craft some more planks and keep itself going. Yeah. Why are these constantly going up and down, I wonder? These ones over here. They should be in like a constant state of just wanting more crafts to happen. Is this all it needed? I'm honestly going to be a little disappointed if this is all it needed. But if I take all the sticks out of here, there it goes, and it crafts 8 more sticks, just like you expect it to, which is 4 times as many sticks as it would ever need in one given craft. If we look down in here now, it's just making solid bamboo fences. Interesting. Well, let's go chuck on the rest of the hoppers. And these are all churning, doing what they need to do. Getting more fence gates. And we knew all these worked because these crafted these all on their own. The only problem was this one started spewing out trap doors for some reason. Which it must have just been... Is this one on a chunk border or something? Oh, it is on a chunk border. You know what we got to do? Well, that hasn't negatively affected a single one of these, other than this specific module. But I bet you, chat, it's the chunk border playing with it. And it's the fact that they're in lazy chunks or something like that. You know what the solution is, right? It's to actually... it's to add more Ender Pearl stasis chambers. That's the long-term solution here. These are called shulker boxes. You get them from the end. All right, so we put that back in there, and now you can see it's going to start filling these up with sticks. The autocrafters are going to crack on, and they're going to retop themselves up. All right, so these are all my planks. And you can see now that these are all running, the bamboo farm up there is running again, though it doesn't appear to be bone mealing right now, which is... Oh, it's not bone mealing because this is all backed up all the way through here. It's got plenty in reserves. That's great. That's great to see. So these are all for planks then, okay. And then boom, you see these start filling up again. Okay, I need 3 more boxes to put here for the fences. Chat, when I go back to the base, I need to get a box of a brown shulker box. I need to bring brown dye and honestly, I need to put a whole bunch more boxes here. Because I actually come here very often and I take boxes from it, and that's when I put a yellow one down here. Oh, I have a shulker box farm. I would not say the count of shulker boxes has any indication on someone's skill level in Minecraft. But I am definitely a pro. You are right about that, my friend. Well assessed. All right. All right. All right, let's add more chunk loaders. I guess what I want to do is specifically chunk load these 2 chunks and this one because they all have very important redstone in them, and I'd rather they each have their own individual chunk loader. I think that's just the solution here. So we can continue doing these underground. Just like so. So we have one in this chunk already. The next one's gonna have to go into this chunk here. And it looks like I decorated this with moss too, which I'm fine with continuing that. And then... I'll keep underground even for those other 2 chunks. So we'll need to take one sideways from here and one sideways from there. I probably should have just... Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my moss and I'm gonna put the floor in first. And then we'll do that. I should have a whole bunch of moss. There it is. Not a whole bunch of moss, but it's enough. We have a moss farm literally above our heads. I'll be fine. Okay, so how did I... I just need to go, like, literally 1 block into this chunk right there. And then, yeah, I went two blocks back. Or no, I only went 1 block back before I did the wall. Okay. This wall's for sure gonna be here. And then, you know what? We're gonna continue this way. Into this chunk. And then we need one right here. Right there. And then the next one's gonna be literally right here. Yeah, that's really easy to do so that much way. And then honestly, I can just make this a bit wider to make things simpler. No. Nope. That doesn't make things simpler. Oh boy. All right. Am I putting the decorations before the redstone right now? Absolutely. Is that going to bite me in the butt? Only time will tell. I don't know who time will tell, but they'll tell them all right. All right. We are adding more chunk loaders to our bamboo autocrafters here because they're having problems being on a chunk border. Let me get my hoe. That's going to help. And then let me also get my chunk loader materials. Not nighttime. Okay. I don't need all that moss. I just need one stack now. I do need red concrete, and I probably do need a full stack of it. So let's scrap the full stack. I'm gonna need pearls, trapdoors. I'm gonna need doots and repeaters. And that should be everything. Oh, my hoe. This is the whole reason I came up here was my hoe. Let's do it. I was not planning on making the switch to fabric tomorrow, Grayson. So that is a-okay. All I was doing for tomorrow was getting prepared for the 26.2 in current state. Which I know is less exciting, but all right. All right. I need the water buckets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crap, I also didn't bring the soul sand. I need soul sand and water buckets, chat. That's what I'm missing. But let me just get everything else in place first with what I have in my inventory now. And then I don't have enough doots for this. Crap. All right. Whatever. I'll grab more doots and then additionally do I have pre-crafted doots? I do. Get it. All right. This is not enough buckets of water. Okay. Do I have an infinite water source around here? I can make one, obviously. I feel like I hit an infinite water source like in the wall over here. Nope. I've lost my mind. Maybe I did, maybe I filled it in. Who knows? I didn't grab the soul sand. We are on a sidetrack doing some maintenance over here at the bamboo farm. Mm-hmm. We're having to add a few more chunk loaders because of oh shoot, I did not. Okay, before I get to that, I wanted to get to this first. So that's now held open as it should be.
Your attention, please.
No.
Are there any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment?
All right. So then it's actually going to power this one first, and then that one. Okay. Those are all in. Cool. Cool. One, two, three. All has to be water sources, chat. 1, 2, 3. I have 5 buckets. I need 1 more. All right, then we head into here. Oh, I mistimed my click. Okay, I just need 6. You know what's more than 6, chat? 8. Okay, all those chunk loaders are in place, and now we just have to, bam, and boom, and shazam. Now we fixed the problem with the redstone that we believe was caused by the lack of chunk loaders, and we have placed in the chunk loaders that we think we were missing, or that we think will stop the problem from happening again. So I'm feeling a little confident on us having solved this problem, though the problem does seem simpler than I anticipated, which is good, but also like it worries me because I'm not seeing anything that really yells at me that this problem should have happened. And because of that, I still am not confident that I fixed the reason why it did happen, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Let's close it up. Hey, yo, thank you for the gifts, my dude. I really appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. All right, so what happened before chat was the autocrafter here for bamboo fences had started spewing out bamboo trapdoors. That is ultimately the problem that we had, and then it never got around to crafting any more bamboo fence gates because all the bamboo was coming to here and it was spewing out bamboo fences, and we believe it has very much to do with the fact that this chunk loader runs, or that this chunk border runs right through there. So now we specifically have a chunk loader for this chunk and this chunk rather than relying on lazy chunks, even though they both were in lazy chunks before. And then we also chunk loaded this spot too, even though we know it didn't have any issues. It just makes me feel better knowing that we did have some sort of issue with chunk loading, or we believe we had some sort of issue with chunk loading. Let's just chunk load all the actual important redstone. Okay. Then we boop, 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 pow. You know, I just realized we don't necessarily have this covered like it should be, but everywhere else is in that scenario covered, but oh well. Oh, get a job, lazy chunks. No, we love lazy chunks. All right. Oh, rip, dude. All right. I think we're good to leave these boxes here this time, chat. I'm going to forget they're here. You know what I'm going to do? Just for funsies, I'm taking a screenshot. I'm never going to find that screenshot, but the screenshot's there. But what I do really want to see is I want to go upstairs. And let me sleep first. I want to see, since the bamboo farm did technically fill itself up, if you don't include the stuff that we had disabled because it was broken, it had, you know, filled a backlog and not turned on the bamboo farm in ages. So did it make progress making bone meal? Did it make progress making moss? That's interesting. That shouldn't be possible. What am I looking at here? So it made bone meal. It made white dye. And then over here, how did it do? It completely filled this up. Okay. Are any of these... How do I get downstairs from here? Oh. Yeah, that's actually downstairs. But why is it not bone mealing? I'm confused. The bone meal is not being crafted, and it's not doing any bone meal work over here. You'll remember they're here for me, but will you be here when I ask where they are? You're not allowed to miss another stream ever again if you dedicate yourself to remembering that. Why is there no bone meal in here? No, thank you. All right. See, this bone meal should be being utilized right now, but it's not, and I don't know why. What is powering this? Oh, it's not because there is... All right, but this... I'm concerned... Oh... I'm concerned, chat, because there was white dye mixed in with the bone blocks. That should not be possible. But this box is fine. I'm honestly really not a fan of these being in the floor anymore. I mean, it was a cool idea, but then we had to add this in, and why? What are these buttons here for? Oh, the buttons here are for doing something over here. I don't quite remember. What are they doing? How are they doing it? What timer did I start? Tell me, what timer did I actually start that is making this cyclical now? Oh. Oh. I think I understand. God, I made this so complicated. Wait. Is there something in here? No. What is triggering it? What is triggering it to keep happening? Oh, what's triggering it is this is crafting a block every little bit. And then that block goes into there and that triggers itself. Okay, so it was gonna turn itself back on regardless of my button. Okay. I think my button just kind of kick-started it even though it wasn't doing anything. Got it. All right. I understood. I understand. And then over here... Okay, this did just do like a single harvest thing a second ago, but okay. Yeah, this is all working as intended. I don't know how we got the white dye in there. That does seem like a real problem, but yeah. This is hardcore single player. Yeah, these are growing naturally now, chat, so we're done fixing stuff up in the spawn chunks, I guess. I do need to grab a couple, I left 2 empty boxes down here, or 2 dump boxes that need to go back to my base. And then I wanted to get a bunch more, I wanted to bring some yellow and lime and brown dye here to top off these areas. Got it. Oh, red concrete does not belong in there. Okay. These 2 are dump boxes that need to go back to the base. And then we're going to go back to the base. We're going to get some yellow, lime, and brown dye. And then come back. Can anybody remember any other maintenance stuff that I might have put off that I said, oh, I'll come back to that and I'll fix it sometime? Because, like, ideally, we have an hour and a half left to stream, and I'd love to spend that doing little maintenance bits and bobs. Bobs and bits, I almost said, and that didn't sound right. Either live or in the VODs. Yeah, it doesn't help me in the VODs. Though I guess you could always, if I do ever ask for something and nobody gets me the answer by the end of that stream, you could obviously like leave a message, leave a comment on the VOD, and then that will ping me and I will get the notification about it. You know, hours or days later, and then that'll help me in the long term. If I had not been able to find those boxes today, and then, you know, you watched the VOD and left a comment on the VOD saying, oh, Colonel, those boxes were here. That would actually be, that would still be helpful. Not in the moment, but in the next stream or whatever. All right. Okay, I needed to bring yellow, lime, and brown dye. Brown dye is not something I have. Okay, brown dye I can get from cocoa beans, which I actually have some. Okay. All right. Cool. You know, I'm actually just gonna fill my inventory with shulker boxes and take those with me. Cool. I'm still probably gonna have to craft some shulker boxes while I'm there, but that's fine. Additionally, I want to take one of the shulker... Additionally, I want to take one of the shulker boxes of chests that are crafted over there, and I want to take it to the iron farm. Probably the yellow one. I'll take the yellow box, take it to the iron farm, empty it out, and then I'll put the empty yellow one back into the system. Yeah. You know more about my world than your own. I thought you were about to say you know more about my world than me, and I was about to be like, that might be possible. I remember this is probably several seasons of Hermitcraft ago. Exuma released the what do you call it? Exuma released the world download for a Hermitcraft season, and my immediate thought was like, oh cool, I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna go check out Exuma's base or whatever. And I was like, I watched it so much, I know, you know, I can definitely do that. And then I went and I had the world download of the season, and I was like, oh, this is Spawn. Spawn is awesome. And then I was like, okay, cool. Where is Exuma's base? And then I was like, crap, I actually don't know how to navigate Hermitcraft. I was like, I know all these things. I've seen all these places, but I don't know how to actually navigate the server and get from one place to another. Something I feel like my world is specifically good at is just the nether tunnel system makes it so simple that I feel like, especially the labeled nether tunnel system now, makes it incredibly easy if someone wanted to navigate my world once I'm dead. All right, we're going to make more boxes and put in here, but first I'm going to get all these yellow ones out of here. I'm going to sleep first. Oh yeah, look at that bone meal go, chat. It just needs to run for a little spurt, and then it fills up all the hoppers. Do they? Yeah, I had not realized how much the hermits relied on like just memorization of like how to get around their server, like off camera. And you know, not very few of them stream on their Hermitcraft server like very, very regularly, especially like the traveling around just monotony stuff. Or at least back then I wasn't watching those kind of streams. And it was very eye-opening being like, oh crap, I just don't know how to actually navigate their server, even though I've watched every single episode by the vast majority of the hermits. And it's just like, oh well. Yeah, I'm talking about several seasons ago. I'm gonna turn 10 of these boxes brown. Come on. Honestly, do I do 3 rows of brown or 3 rows of yellow? Really? Why? Why? It just worked. You guys saw it work a second ago for brown, where I was able to do the space refill thing. Honestly, the thing I come here and grab the most is honestly chests. So I think I should do brown. I think I should do brown. And that's all the boxes I have with me. I'm fine with that, actually. I'm fine with that. All right. So, yeah, this is making more chests. It did fill up the sticks. That's good to see. It's still working on bamboo fences. It looks like it made a little bit of progress on these, but it didn't actually have that much in its available backlog to it. Yeah, it's probably going to focus on making a whole bunch of chests first, but it is really cooking on chests right now. Oh, it's this quick because there's 3 full hoppers of chests behind here, but the farm is going to have to work to refill those hoppers of chests. before it'll then move on to making the bamboo fences and then the fence gates and filling up all of these before it finally fills up the hopper line and turns itself off again. And then it'll work on replenishing the bone meal because it's going to use its entire bone meal supply here, obviously. Yeah. Yes, we did fix both the bamboo farm here and the shulker farm. We're basically ready to head back to the base, but I'm trying to remember if there was anything else in my world that needed my attention right now. Because today would be the day to do some maintenance on literally anything else that is not working, but I can't remember. I can't remember anything. Or I can't remember anything that it was like something simple that's broken that needs fixed. I know there's actually like tons of like project scale things to do, but we're not working on a project scale things today. We're working on things that are broken that I said I'll get back to. But it seems like it was just 2 things. None of the tree farms are like blown up or anything like that, are they? The nether tree farm, it's functioning right now, right? I didn't look, and I was just in there to grab my redstone boxes, and I did not look. Let's find out. Was there a problem with the creaking farm, chat? I feel like there might have been a problem at the creaking farm. This does not appear to be blown up. Well, that one's working. What's this one doing? It's not growing. Is it out of bone meal? It may be out of bone meal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if this torch is on, that means it's out of bone meal. Yeah, completely out of bone meal. Didn't I have a solution? Okay, this is something I can solve today. I swear I had something wired up to get this extra bone meal. It's like shroom lights, actually, that I'm missing through here. Yeah, all of this is supposed to be the shroom light output. But that farm doesn't even have enough redstone to run, or doesn't even have enough bone meal to run right now, so... Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Doesn't happen to be any bone meal in here, is there? I feel like with the current predicament, we're never going to get another shroom light out of this machine ever again. It's either get no shroom lights out of the system and the red one keeps running, or get it's get no shroom lights and the red one keeps running, but the green one stops running, or The green one keeps running, and we get shroom lights, but the red one stops running. We really need like a supplemental bone meal source for that. A little moss farm or something. Just gonna take a full inventory of bones over there. Oh, wrong farm. I swear I checked this one was already completely full. Where's it going? I'm so confused, but okay. Okay, so now that farm... Huh. Can I overfill this one a little bit? This one's not even getting overfilled, it's just getting filled now. Is this going to be enough to let the system like keep up with itself for quite a while? Who knows? Who knows, chat? What's up? Yeah, I could. This farm, the problem is, the reason I don't have that is because this farm is specifically supposed to be and historically has been fully self-sustaining. The problem is that this one here on the left produces shroom lights at an excess to where you get extra shroom lights from it, and it makes more than enough bone meal for itself for all of eternity. This one over here produces no shroom lights and runs at ever so slightly of a loss, like barely ever. Like it'll run out eventually, TM. So what I did was I took the excess shroom lights from here and I turned it into a bone meal source for this one. But I don't know if I pulled them out at the wrong step or something, because now this one never runs out ever, 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 which is great. But this one runs out now. So what I thought was I was taking the excess output, something that would never be turned into bone meal anyway, and I was giving it to this one, and that has somehow negatively affected this one's ability to keep itself bone mealed. So I think what is happening is I took the output of shroom lights from the wrong part of this farm. Let's dig into that, chat. Let's see if I can figure out where I got it wrong. And maybe this farm will be more self-sustaining then. Crap. This is such a maze back here. It's so many eras of my redstone of this world. The stone you can see is from when this was originally built. The black stone is from when you can see when the building was expanded, and the red here is from when the farm combinations were completed. Today's a maintenance day. I guess this is an unscheduled piece of part of the maintenance I'm going to do today. Okay, so let's see if we can follow. All right, let's get over to the item filters. That's where I need to start this at. Okay, so we have item filter here for shroom lights. We have item filter here for stems and here for shroom lights. Oh, what if I just redirected like one of the two shroom light item filters out? And that's the problem, is now it's prioritizing giving the shroom lights to that farm rather than prioritizing giving it to itself and then giving the excess to that farm. I bet you that's what I did. And I bet I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, so this is where shroom lights come out of one item filter. And it looks like this is where shroom lights for both item filters come out. Okay, yeah, so this is the shroom light output right here. And it goes off this direction. Yeah, and then it gets filtered out first and get sent over here. That is our problem. If I yeet this hopper, obviously that one's now going to run out, but this one will keep itself self-sustained. Because you can see here, this goes over first to there to topping itself up. Yeah, so this is where it tops itself up. Yeah, that's where the composter to top itself up goes. Okay. Then... okay, I see where I got my wires crossed, or my hoppers crossed, I should say. Rather than pulling from here, what I need to do specifically is pull from here. So the logic works is it comes in this way, it needs to go down first and over, and then when it comes over to here and goes into this is the excess after that's already pre-filled. So rather than this going straight down and filling up the shulker loader, what it needs to do is head over into this line instead. Okay. I can redirect that fairly easily now. All right, let me grab hoppers, droppers, and red concrete. Dang it, it's in the spawn chunks. Back to the spawn chunks to get my boxes, chat. Let's go. We're underneath my farm. You know. The nether tree farm, that's the one. What was the other thing I was going to do this stream? There was two things I needed to do today, and I fixed them both that I can remember. Unless there was a third thing that I'm not remembering. I fixed the shulker farm, and I fixed the bamboo farm. Both of them were in my spawn chunks. Was there anything else I said I needed to fix today? This is a maintenance sidetrack stream. So if there's any anything that's broken or any maintenance at all that needs done, today is my day to do it. No, it was those other two things. Oh God, I went to the wrong place. You wanted to add a door to the gold farm. Hey, yo, today, that is the perfect thing to bring up right now. Thank you, Scooter. Bring that up once I fix the... that's the perfect thing for me to do today. Bring that up once I finish this other farm. The tree farm. Not that you know of. Okay. Whoa. That was a lag spike. How's this looking? Okay, it ran out of its hopper backlog of chests, and now this is making them at the speed of the speed of the hoppers delivering. Okay, interesting. Not bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's just that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay. I love that I have a full inventory of redstone shulker boxes to bring around with me when I'm doing redstone projects. Like, it's overkill, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't have to, I just have what I need. Whoa, okay, another big lag spike. Yo. Chat, by the way, if you are a YouTube member or if you're on any other platform that you're a subscriber, you can get whitelisted on the Colonel Kingdom SMP. Oh shoot, my memory is hit. My memory hit 80 something percent and I have 24 gigabytes. Why? Oh, I'm using Bobby. I have the memory leak again. All right, let's restart my game. Let's restart my game. I forgot I'm back to Bobby, so of course I have a memory leak. That happens when you go nether, overworld, back and forth between dimensions. When you're using Bobby and you go through a lot of dimensions back and forth in the same session, it causes a memory leak. That is actually my main reason for wanting to switch to Voxy like I did. Voxy apparently has released a beta to their Discord, but I didn't want to update. I didn't want to add one of their like Discord betas to my mod pack. So what the heck? The game is killed, but I can't. The game is closed, but I can't relaunch it. All right, launch. There we go. Video of a guy who made a plane in Minecraft. No. Oh, look at that. The Colonelbot with the perfect timing there. If you want to get whitelisted in the on the Colonel Kingdom SMP for tomorrow's stream, you join the Discord and link your account if you are a member or other platform subscriber. All right, we're back in it. What the heck? I feel like that didn't sound right. Whoa, I just got into the wrong world, I think. Did I go into... Nope, I'm in the right world. Okay. All right, let's take these boxes down here. I'm going to leave them out here so where I can easily see them again. All right. So what I said I needed was hoppers, red concrete, and droppers. And that's probably all I need to solve this. Let me top off these stacks because I don't know how much I'm gonna need. I have no extra dispensers in here. Interesting. Let me also top off my rockets. I don't know if I'm gonna need more than a stack of any of these. I don't feel the urge to... Oh, you know what I do feel the urge to have with me, though? A little bit of moss. To do some pillaring with. Probably could have gone for a couple stacks of moss. But this is... Yeah, I'm only gonna have to be adding in, like, a dozen... The line's gonna have to get, like, a dozen blocks longer is all. That block is not necessary. So... I specifically don't want that dropper to go into the system there. So what we're gonna do... Okay, I'm trying to think, how can I pull it out of that dropper tower without making it any lower and also not siphoning out of this hopper? I'm going to bring it off sideways. Gonna cover it up so items can't fall in there. Then I'm going to break that, break that, break, replace that there, and then put that back. So, okay, logic-wise, it's going to flow over this way. First thing it does is goes down and over and fills that up and will fill up that whole system, right? Then it'll back up all the way to here, and then once it is able, once this hopper is completely full to the brim, it will then go over that hopper line. Yep, and it'll send it to this dropper, which will send it down. Oh crap! This is not going to work because it'll still prioritize filling up the shulker loader down there, which will never fill up, right? Okay. Okay, so how can I... Okay, I can do this. A watch time is not moved in 3 days. Oh, well, mention that to me like after the first hour of it not moving. Oh yeah, Colonel bot got disconnected. Okay, he's reconnected. All right. So I need to have another one of these systems right here where it flows. I've got it, actually. I've got it. Okay, this is actually easier than I anticipated. So I moved that back a block. Then I get... And then I siphon that off that way. So first one is it goes and gets sucked out of here and goes that way and has to fill up all the way. Then it gets siphoned off and goes this way and has to fill up all the way. And then only after that will it then move back to this tower, which is going to go back to its original state. And I want that dropper facing downwards. Wonderful. All right. Ashrain Music, aka UA. He is a musical guy who shows up to my streams from here and there, and he took clips of all of my, not all of my. He made the clips out of my streams effectively. All right, I want to make this line a more straight line, and then he put it all together. Hey, Fatty, how you doing? Several things, actually. The reason that we took this maintenance sidetrack day was originally to do my to fix my shulker farm and my bamboo farm, which are in what used to be my spawn chunks. Those were both having problems since chunk loading them. They were fine when they were in spawn chunks, but it became problematic since I chunk loaded them because of the differences of chunk loading and lazy chunks. But we fixed both of those in about an hour and a half, maybe hour and a quarter. And now we're over here at the nether tree farm solving a bone meal distribution problem, which is now solved. What was happening over at the nether tree farm, now that it's solved, I'll go explain to everyone what I did, because a lot of people might not understand. I did explain it a minute ago, but we have two nether tree farms here. One that functions, or that grows the red, one that grows the warped, right? This one here, because of the vines from the warp tree, it gets extra bone meal. So this one would operate at a net positive bone meal, meaning that it would allow us to keep the shroom lights from it as like excess shroom lights. So this would not only produce the wood, but also would produce shroom lights. This one, because the vines grow in the opposite direction, there aren't... it did not drop vines, therefore this one actually ran at a very slight deficit of bone meal. Previously, to fix that, what I had tried doing was taking the shroom lights, the excess shroom lights from this farm, and using that as supplemental bone meal for this one. And that worked. This one here was never running out anymore. But I had taken the siphon off at the wrong point to where it was actually taking all of the shroom lights from this farm, and this farm then began eventually running out of bone meal. So what I did today was I just moved the source where this one pulls bone meal or pulls shroom lights from this one. I moved it to after this one supplies itself with bone meal, but before it goes to the output. So what happens now is this one should be running exactly as it always has been, keeping itself stocked up on bone meal. And when needed, or once this one is completely full, it will allow this one to pull shroom lights from it. And then if both of them are completely full, then the shroom lights will overflow into the shulker loader, and I will actually get shroom lights from it. So let's see how that runs for a while and see if either of them ever run out of bone meal again. My guess is this one will never run out of bone meal again if I did it right, which this time I believe I did. The logic makes sense. And this one has a chance of running out if it is not enough bone meal to keep both of them satisfied. So we'll see. Oh, it's my favorite part of this world. Being alive in it, baby. Let's go. All right. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. I think it all makes sense. All right, somebody a few minutes ago told me of something else I said I wanted to fix. Gold farm. Right, it was putting a door in the gold farm rather than relying on a hole in the ceiling. Right, good call. Fatty, do you have any severely overly complicated redstone in your world? Do you find enjoyment out of causing pain onto yourself? All right. Hey, Gaming Granny, how you doing? I know you enjoy doing some redstoning. Oh, I appreciate the alert. Gold spears. What about them? Abjernex. All right, so what I need to bring with me is potentially some blackstone. And let's say blackstone slabs, just for good measure. Also, you know, I don't need the moss actually. Okay. Then I want to make it iron doors and buttons. So I have no iron doors. Oh god, I don't know where I could ever get the materials to make iron doors from. I mean, I could get some from my spawn chunks. Don't those done those yet on the farm? The gold farm? You mean like auto crafting gold spears? I don't auto craft tools, even if I could, but the gold farm does not produce sticks, so it can't. What it actually does is it smelts the gold spears into nuggets and turns the gold spears that they drop into nuggets, and that is working. All right. I want a wooden button. What's my pallet over there? Oh, the wood that I use over there is this buttons. I have none of them. Interesting. Yeah, smelting, I had to do nothing. I had to add nothing to the farm for that because the items that go past all the item filters just get thrown into the furnaces. So they absolutely get handled already. Okay, I think this is all I need to fix that little thing over there. While I do this and probably realize I'm missing something relatively important to accomplish this, could anybody think of any other maintenance items I've been putting off for an undetermined amount of time? Oh, I could have totally taken the minecart. It would have been faster. You know it, man. Never too old to have a good time. But what you can be too old for is for being judgy. That don't look good on you, man. All right. What is these three? Oh, okay, that's the okay. Chillax, dudes. All right. Can I break my way into here? Shulker farm is fixed. Yes, we already did fix that. That was the first thing we fixed today. All right, so we want a door, an external facing door into here. I think this would be a good spot for it, right here. Iron door right there. Okay, yes, this is the right button type. And then, honestly, I want bottom slabs. And then button. Like that. That's all I need. I have a feeling, woohoo, but I have a feeling that mobs can still spawn right there. I don't know. I don't know about you, chat, but I have a feeling mobs could still spawn right there. But that's why I put the door on the inside. I could have totally used the copper door. Wait, copper doors are indestructible like iron doors, but right-clickable like wooden doors. Right? Is that... Are copper doors the future, not iron doors? Because I know you can right-click a copper door, but can they be broken down by a zombie? I'm on the wiki for copper doors. In hard difficulty, copper doors can be broken by vindicators and all variants of zombies, including sometimes drown. Okay, never mind. Zombie pigmen can break copper doors. Rip. Rip. I was really hoping copper doors were iron durability with wooden openability, but no. Okay, interesting. What about the burnout clock behind the storage system? Okay, the storage system is a project of its own that's going to happen after the hole. And right now, it is working in a capacity that it will not break until I get to it. So I do not have... I do not feel the need to go deal with that today. That would also probably be something I couldn't solve today. Today's a short stream. We have about an hour left, effectively. Takes up part of the space. But that is a good call out, but that is something we have planned to fix. All right. So now, whenever we're coming from the hole, which is right over there, and we come to do an AFK session, all we have to do is fly over here. And you can see the iron door very, very, very prominently. You got a little platform to land on. You do your boot, and you go into here. And you're golden. Love to see it. Yeah, all I physically needed was a single door, 2 buttons, and 6 slabs. And I'm happy with that. All right. Let's head back to the base to empty out the inventory. And... We patched the hole in the ceiling as well, so theoretically speaking, if I was right about the hole in the ceiling being where the excess zombie pigmen were coming from, just somehow surviving so many layers of falling, if I'm right about that, then... Yeah, then there's nothing else that he's done there. If we still experience any zombie pigmen spawning in places that they shouldn't be, I definitely can come back and look at this at another time and figure that out. You are golden. It is a gold farm, you're right. What else we got going on, chat? Any other weird bits and bobs that might be broken? I'm really appreciative of you guys helping me remember things from so long ago. This would be actually a really good time for Colonelbot to be an AI chatbot, because my idea for, like, before the AI LLM craziness and the data center hatred and all this, when ChatGPT like first was coming out, I was like, oh man, if Colonelbot could be an AI that could have could see the entire history of every chat log of all of my streams and every transcript of my subtitles. Like, and then you could just ask Colonelbot, hey, Colonelbot, when did, or what is some things that Colonel said he needs to fix? And we ask him that right now, and he just regurgitates it back to me. That'd be sick. I have a historical log of my entire, of all chat messages ever said on any platform. Additionally, in addition to everything that has ever gone into my subtitles on my streams for the past 4 years. And if Colonelbot was an AI that could analyze all that and just in an instant get me an answer to those kind of things, that'd be sick. And I would obviously do it running locally. If I would have my own GPU. I got literally a 3070. You can't see it. It's sitting on a shelf right there. It's a 3070, and right below it's a 2070. But I think that's a 12 gig 3070 right there that I could absolutely just throw in my server and be like, hey man, hey Colonelbot, do that. I'd probably make it to where, with a 3070, I'd probably make it to where Colonelbot only answers me and mods, but still. What was that circular room? Looked like the council chamber from Star Wars. Oh yes, that is my Witherskelly farm, and it is Cloud City from Star Wars. That is a recreation of the scene where Luke finds out Vader is his father. Spoiler alert. I recommend you check out my, I have a dedicated video on the Witherskelly farm that shows off the build and then goes into a breakdown of how the redstone works. But then also you could check out my world tour videos where I show off everything. Didn't you say something about the speed of the copper farm, or is that something you can't fix? That is not something I can fix. The copper farm is incredibly slow because it is a drowned-based, it is a river-based drowned farm. Those are effectively incredibly slow for copper. The only reason it exists is because I built it, the drowned farm, for tridents. And now, and then I decided, well, it is also technically a source of copper, and it's just a really bad source of copper. But one day I would definitely consider building an end copper farm in the end. I've heard those are very, very beneficial. I recommend checking out my 15,000 day world tour if you want to see what else I have going on in my world. And stay subscribed, chat, because we are incredibly close to the 20,000 day world tour sometime next month, probably. Black Shulkers at the Witherskelly farm, I think, or it might have been the Ink farm. Interesting. I have a bunch of shulker boxes here. I got a stack of ink. Let's go see what I can do with that. Nautilus shells. That farm also produces Nautilus shells. You're right. I do have a shulker farm. We were just at it earlier because we had to fix it. It had a problem because it was built in my spawn chunks, and then we moved it to the and then they removed spawn chunks. And I had to chunk load it, and we didn't load enough chunks around it, and it was having a problem. It wasn't broken, but it was having a problem. Yeah, you're remembering things that I'm not. I do remember this now that you mentioned it, but I also have a feeling I already handled it. Like, I have a feeling... Yeah, I brought a whole box of black dye over here already. Yeah. Rip. Okay. Well, I'll crap that into black dye and take it home anyway. Well, how's this place looking, though? Okay, absolutely nothing there. Oh. 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 God, that's great. Bones, bone meal, white dye. Oh, I did not mean to take the white dye, but whatever, I did. And then this should be... This would be shulker boxes of bone blocks, but that's empty. We'll be back to the whole, as maybe today, honestly, chat, if we actually deem that there's nothing else to do. We could take those wither skelly skulls over to the, the wither crammer. That would get us 9 more stacks of beacons. Or 9 more stacks of nether stars. I don't know how low we are on nether stars. Let's go see. I feel like we recently, relatively recently, did that where we got several stacks of nether stars. Oh yeah, we already have literally 9 stacks of nether stars. There's no reason for us to do that. I mean, other than to flex, of course. Only have 7 beacons though. Oh, chat, that's what we can do. We can top off all my boxes. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you. All right. Oh, we can top off this box. Yes, let's top off my boxes, chat. We'll start with the beacon box, of course. Let's go craft a stack of beacons to start off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it 8? I think I only needed 7, but... Then a stack of obsidian and a stack of nether stars. Oh, I needed 3 stacks of obsidian. I grabbed way more glass than I needed. Okay. Yeah, my spawn is not decorated very flashy. All right, then we need iron and iron blocks to finish topping this off. You know what I just realized is both of these are empty and we have excess iron blocks over here. Oh, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll leave those there until the project. And then iron ingots, please. All right. Let's do the inventory box next. What in here is not full? Ender chests. I need to have more than I need to get myself to 48 ender chests. I'm not down to 16 yet, which is when I normally top those off, but if we're doing a top off day, what the heck are my ender chests? Chat, how blind am I? Here's my normal chests. Ender chests are there with the end blocks. That makes sense. $46. I want 2 more. I specifically do 48 ender chests because there is always a chance I pick up excess ender chests when walking around my world. And I like to not carry a full stack, but I'd like to also not carry less than 16. All right, what else needs topped off in here? Oh, this needs refilled next time we do a repair session, which we could definitely do a repair session. Anvil, spruce logs. Honestly, that should probably be bamboo logs, but you don't get as many planks per log. Oh well. Anvils. Where'd all my anvils go? I feel like I had a lot more than this at some point. Did I take them for something else? Chorus fruit? I was right over there. How long ago did I eat chorus fruit, chat? Okay, spruce logs. Cobblestone. Crafting tables. A lot of crafting tables. And stone cutters. Okay, I need to actually craft more stone cutters. Torches and name tags. Name tags were always hard to keep topped off, but now they're craftable, so. Let's grab the name tags and then we'll craft some more stone cutters. You remember the anvil fiasco when the crafter had to be redone? Yeah? I do too, vaguely. What am I looking for? Name tags. Oh good, we have plenty. I must have crafted a bunch after the update. Alright, so then last thing in this box that needs topped off, yeah, is stone cutters. I don't remember off the top of my head. Stone and iron. Okay. 3 stacks of stone. And then iron ingots. And yep, I made a whole stack because I needed 6. That's what you do. That's just what you do, chat. All right. Rockets. All right. Well, actually, no, we'll craft them. We always craft them. 5 stacks should be plenty. And paper. Perfect. Perfect amount. Food now. Golden carrots, golden apples, milk, all of that. Okay. Let's start with milk. Because once the milk's back in there, I can shift click again. I only have 2 buckets of milk. That's actually the perfect amount. Now I have no excess milk. Okay. Do I have golden apples laying around here anywhere? And golden carrots. These should be together. Whoa, I have 21 enchanted apples laying around there. All right, we'll top those off in my inventory. For funsies. I need to craft more of those. And yeah, I need to get a trade for more of those. Okay. So golden apples. Have apples. Very few apples. Interesting. And then gold. Preach, dude. I'd love to see a picture of that in the Discord. Well, it's not enough gold ingots to make a full stack of golden apples, but it is enough to top this off and have some excess. So I will take it. Okay. Now let's go over to the trading hall and top off the, Wow, that was a lag spike at the top of there. Villager trading hall, and we'll top off this thing with food, golden carrots, and then, yeah. I did not bring any emeralds with me. I feel like I'm doing this way slower than I normally would. All right, everything is now fully repaired. That was in my inventory. Love that. Okay, to the food guys. Here they are. Oh, I forgot we had all these excess cakes I accidentally bought. Oh, I gotta... throw that. Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what I didn't repair yet, chat? The golden crown. Oh, I'm sorry, my guy. Chat, I punched him. Sorry, my guy. I do that far too often. Oh, that was a named villager. I forgot that I used to allow people to name their village to name a villager. Back when this was the biggest project, or one of the biggest projects in the world, people wanted to name villagers. I mean, I imagine nowadays people would still want to name a villager if they could. But I kind of stopped that once the discovery of the glass holes. But now the glass holes don't need to be uniquely named. Interesting. Maybe I should put a price on naming a villager after yourself. And allow that again. It was through bits that I allowed it. I don't remember if I had a specific price or anything like that, but all right. We're fully topped off, and in that box at least. No, I had traded golden carrots with him before I hit him. I just looked at him again to see if he would trade me even more. You did not. Which sides are the cakes eaten from? West, I believe. Based on the cakes in there, I think they were eaten from the west side. Okay, those are excess golden carrots going in there. I'm doing good. All right, what else needs topped off? I mean, we have some repairs that need to happen. Oh, the redstone box could go for a topping off. I feel like I could do that over at the other place more simpler. This, do I top off the valuables boxes if I can? I mean, what? Wow, some diamond ore in there, chap. No diamonds at all. Interesting. But I bet you. Okay. I don't know if I want to turn the diamonds into blocks and stuff, because I like to keep a stack here, chat, because I need to use these on the, what do you call it? On the massive monument. No, on the, I need to burn them. Oh yes, actually no, the ones here are for the massive monument. All right, do I have gold to top off the gold? I'll top off everything other than the diamonds. Lapis, copper. Copper also has nuggets now, which it didn't last time I opened up this box, so... Where are my copper nuggets? Oh, they're right here. A full stack in there. Coal. Iron. I should have done the iron while I was here before. I just need ingots here. Okay. Shulkers and chests are not full. Okay. Chests not being full. Do I have any chests here at all? 2. I could go back to the spawn chunks and grab a full shulker box of chests, honestly, to bring home. That would probably be the best strat. Let's do that. Do I have on shoes? You can see my skin on Name MC. But yeah, I do have on little shoes. You can see them there. Whoa, lag. Bloop. Hey, bud, you gonna die? Give me a little bit of gold, maybe? Where am I headed? Spawn chunks. It's not spawn chunks. How's this looking, by the way? It's half a shulker box right there. I'm going to... I'm just gonna do this. That's enough. Yeah, I'll take that much. There's effectively a full inventory's worth of chests to bring home. That'll be good. That'll be good. I really want the bamboo farm to have a chance to fill up so that the bone meal can fill up, so that the moss can fill up, so that the farm can turn off. And then once that is done, then I'll be very, very happy, and I'll gladly take chests whenever, or shulker boxes whenever I want. But right now, I'm only taking what I need, you know? Yo. Oh, wait, you're building a statue of my Minecraft skin. Let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something. All right, I'm gonna actually transition to standing for the rest of the stream, hopefully. Oh no, I ran over my headphone wire. Come on. There we go. I want to show you something. All right, so I'll start with the oldest one first. This is a mouse pad. Oh wait, this isn't what I was thinking it was. This is made with like Blender and is a screenshot. Dang, I thought this was a mouse pad of a build Magic did, where Magic built both our statues. No, never mind. That one's just a screenshot of something. But this one, look at that. Magic made my little dude out of these Those perler beads. Man, I thought this had a different image on it. Dang it. It's still cool. Little statue guy stands on the mouse pad on the shelf. Yeah. But Magic did actually. So the reason I thought that is because Magic actually had. Where have I seen the image recently? I think it's Magic's laptop's desktop background. Is a picture of a screenshot of a plot world. The IP is long lost to history. The server might be shut down. Who knows? A plot world where she built our two statues, like facing each other, and like made the hands holding or something like that. I wonder if Magic. Someone should tag Magic to see if she can post that picture in the Discord or something. Do you have string for auto crafting? Do I have string for auto crafting? From what farm or? Yes, the barter farm has string, but there's nothing you can auto craft solely out of string. Right? You need bamboo with the string. So the way I do auto crafting, Abjunax, is I only right now I only have auto crafters set up at farms, and those farms only auto craft things that it can make entirely out of the output of the farm itself. So if there was something from the barter farm. The barter farm crafts bundles using string and leather because those come together. And yes, it does craft wool as well. And it crafts white wool out of the string, and it crafts white carpet out of the white wool out of the string. Yes, that's all there in the barter farm. Yeah. All right. Let's top off all this redstone as much as I can. Plus, adding a new autocrafter would be too big of a task for today. I have one single comparator. I have no repeaters. I have torches. 2 hoppers, all right. Do I even have tripwire hooks in here? I don't. Levers. 1 lever left in here. Note block. Piston and sticky piston are needed. Oh, okay. Piston. I definitely should have just put that slime ball right back where it came from, but whatever. All right. Observers, none. Droppers. Okay, droppers are good. Chests. Interesting. Yeah. No TNT here. All right, blackstone stuff and iron stuff. Iron stuff's right here. Okay, I feel like there's iron doors laying right over in here right now. There is. Okay, iron trapdoor. Oh, crap, it's time for bingo, chat. It's time to start bingo. Wait, what? We didn't play words at all today, Mrs. Ken. Today was a short stream. I have not taken a break. But we are starting bingo right now. All right, trapdoors. Yeah, I'll make some excess so I can just have some in the system. That'll be good. All right, what else in here is not topped off that I haven't checked yet? Oh, the Blackstone buttons and pressure plates. Slime blocks. I have not checked that yet. Target blocks. I have not checked that. Oh, they're right here. They're right next to TNT, and I didn't even bother looking. I have none. Okay. Let's head over to where all my boxes are at the Nether Tree Farm and see if I can top off any additional of this stuff. No worries, dude. Only one that has to be here is me. Chat, you have 5 minutes to get your bingo card in if you want to participate in bingo for a chance to put a block on the massive monument. All right, looking for... Okay, hoppers. Everything else that I have will be over here. I'm looking for dispensers, observers, repeaters. Observers. Oh, I needed more observers. I knew I should have grabbed a full stack, but I didn't. I need torches. I did not. Okay, still need dispensers and target blocks, which it does not appear I have any of those here. I have 14 dispensers there. That won't be enough, and I'd rather keep those 14 dispensers there. Okay. Okay, I can go back to the base and craft some target blocks. That's easy enough in the next 4 minutes. And then it looks like I would need to craft like close to 2 stacks of dispensers, which sucks to do. Okay. Target blocks are made out of hay bales and redstone, right? So if I get a stack of hay bales and 4 stacks of dutes, I think that's the recipe. Yeah, okay. Now I've got some of those laying around. I've got it topped off and yeah. So what if I wanted to craft Wait, I didn't do this. I didn't do this perfectly right, but I did do it decently right. Okay, hold on. You know how to do this, chat? Oh, crap. Oh, did I really? Oh, wow, I just, yeah, I did it. Okay. Droppers now? I'm not close enough. Okay. Droppers. Oh, no! Well, I made 44 dispensers. And it was enough! Heck yeah. Alright, let me go grab, more redstone. Make what I can. Okay, I need more cobblestone too now. Yeah, that'll be plenty. I crafted all the bows. I might as well have, you know, I might as well turn them all into dispensers while I'm in the middle of doing this. Cool. Cool. Now this box is completely topped off. Heck yeah. All right. Yeah, the last box we haven't topped off is this one with bamboo logs, which I just used the other day due to peer pressure. Cool. Yeah, this is my box that chat made me make ages ago, where it's got 2 stacks of every log in it. Back when they made me make it, it was before cherry was added, and genuinely, I've only ever used it. I could count on one hand how many times I've ever pulled logs out of here. Oh, it looks like these aren't full. Cool. All right, so other than a couple of very expensive things, diamonds, netherite, etc., we're completely ready to go. Yeah, all right, it's time to start bingo. If we had had time, I would have went to the gold farm to do a repair session. All right, bingo is starting, chat. It's now calling the numbers once every 5 seconds. All you got to do is watch your bingo card if you got one, wait for yourself to get 5 in a row, and be the first person to click bingo. I just realized I didn't pull out my my mat. Rip. I was thinking, chat, about just getting like a really big like squishy mat to put like underneath like my entire desk area, and like, but then I feel like my chair would ruin it, especially if it's one that's soft enough to feel good for standing on for long periods of time. Parking a chair, Abdranax, no way, dude. 8 numbers called. He won with 8 numbers called, chat. There was only 8 numbers, and he got 5 of those in a row. What? Oh, because he's the chosen one? You were watching him? I don't know how he did it. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. All right, you have red nether bricks. You've won 72 times. This is your 73rd. Your last victory was stream 1144. Today is 1147. Okay, it wasn't yesterday. I couldn't remember. Let's go get you your red nether brick again. Jeez. I really hope it was 2 random numbers were called, and then it was just 5 in a row entirely down the B line or something like that. That'd be great. Hope you got just 5 numbers in a row. Bam. Was it? If it was vertical, I think that'd be even crazier, just because it'd be straight down the same number. All right. GG Abjanex, way to go on your hacking today. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. GG, man. GG, man. Do we have any diamonds to burn today? Can we get an exclamation mark partner plus if anyone wants to learn how to get diamonds burnt in their honor? Free space across the middle. Wow. One was free space, you hope. Okay. I forgot free spaces exist. I haven't looked at a bingo card in years. All right. We did have a Prime sub today, but no qualifying Partner Plus subs. So I do appreciate the Prime subs nonetheless, but the purple site apparently does not. All right. That's going to be it for the night. You got charged. Well, you didn't announce it, Grayson. Yeah. Wait to announce it to next stream. Well, the next hardcore stream, honestly, at this point, which would be next week. Oh, I got a hype train emote earlier, chat. Oh, let me put it in the chat. I didn't even see that I got it from that hype train. It looks like a fish. Hold on, what? Why can't... Oh, it's called Endler Love. Okay. This is the one I got, chat. It's an animated fish. No, we're wrapping up stream right now. We're actually completely done. We're at the end of stream right now. We'll be back to the whole next week. Tomorrow's stream is the last stream of the week. It's a Saturday, obviously. But we're playing on the Colonel Kingdom SMP. I'll be updating the SMP to 26.2 tomorrow. So it's actually good. The SMP is actually going to be going offline tomorrow at around 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's not going to come back on until stream at about 9. So just a head. Oh, wrong button. Just a heads up to everybody who plays the SMP tomorrow. It will be offline for the afternoon until stream starts. And then the server is going to start up in 26.2. And then I'm going to be going live shortly after. And everyone who is on the Colonel Kingdom SMP, who is a subscriber on Twitch, TikTok, or Kick, or if you're a member on YouTube, you can get whitelisted on the Colonel Kingdom SMP. All you got to do is join the Discord, link your relevant account, and get yourself whitelisted. There is instructions to do that if you guys are someone who's in that boat who has not gotten themselves whitelisted yet. So just a heads up there. Tomorrow I will be playing on there and we'll be going out and exploring. The server is going to be struggle bussing. It's hosted by Bisect. It's a pretty good server, but it's we're going to be stressing it out with a whole bunch of people all going different directions, generating new chunks. So that'll be fun. All right, chat. Let's see who's live with some hardcore vibes to send over a raid to tonight. All right. Let's send it to Eric. It's been a minute since we've rated him, at least a minute. Oh, I really like his build he's working on right now with like the brick walls, it looks like. I didn't know you could make walls out of bricks. I guess off the top of my head, I don't know if I've ever made a build with brick walls, but it looked interesting. Yeah. All right, chat. Here is a raid message for you to copy and paste when you get there. If you're not subscribed, just copy the Colonel raid text out of there and put something in the chat when you arrive. Thank you so much for the awesome stream today, my dudes. You guys have been super amazing, helping me get through all this maintenance stuff and remembering maintenance I needed to do. So thank you guys for the channel point redemptions. Thank you for the hype trains getting me an emote, my dude. Thank you for the gifted subs and the prime subs. Thank you for the follows across all the platforms. Thank you for the super chats and the gifts over on YouTube. And thank you everybody for being here. I'll be live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern in the Colonel Kingdom SMP. Until then, have a great night. Have a great start to your weekend. Peace out.